Hey, this is Sam Black with my second match with Blue-White Eldrazi in Modern. I'm on the draw, and I'm going to keep my hand because it has the ability to quickly play some Eldrazi. I think that it is... I'm operating under the assumption that the thing that I'm trying to optimize for is doing something fast rather than having a lot to do. So I keep hands that don't look great as long as they have some of this. Here, drawing another land that taps for 2 doesn't change the speed at which I can play anything, so I'm just gonna get this tapped land into play. Thought on Seer here is not going to be good for me. Endless one we could work with. Alright, endless one. That was very good for me. That Urborg means that... Alright, well, that was less good for me. What I was going to say, it means that I can play Attica Waste and activate Eldrazi Displacer on Endless One to kill it, but that is not the case. But I can play either one of these and tap this for mana. Cast this, and sure, I'll attack with it. I have a Drowner. That's not good. Alright. I am no longer the aggressor. That's a problem. I draw a Drowner. What? Gut shot? Something? No, gut shot. What is happening? That didn't make any sense. Alright. Trying to decide if I want to break this Flooded Strand. Not sure how being at 11 can possibly be different from being at 12 against a Thought-Knot Seer and an Endless One. that's a 6/6. So I guess I'm going to do it. Not a good draw. Actually the worst to draw, but I have so many lands that they're all interchangeable. Should have played Cavern to get more colorless sources into play in case I draw the Displacer, but I'll have enough anyway. Really, you're attacking. Did not expect Thought-Knot Seer to attack here. This attacking by itself seems totally sufficient. Spatial Contortion. This is not going to work out for you. That's just going to get countered. This would have worked if you'd Spatial Contortion to the Thought-Knot Seer. My opponent does not know what they're doing. But I am not drawing in such ways to allow me to punish them. What on earth? Why wouldn't you attack there? I have to chump block. Alright, well I can't attack, but now my opponent's attack isn't good. Going to be very frustrating if my opponent hits an Ivugan when I already have 3. Alright, just a Flooded Strand that probably can't do anything. Alright, so if I don't draw something real, then I think I have to activate Ivugan to find a Mimic. Oh, or if my opponent attacks and I double block, that stops being true. So if this attack hadn't happened, then I'd have to find a Mimic, because otherwise the double attack forces me to double chump. And so I'd want a Mimic so that I could chump one and double block the other, and then build up mana to make similar plays with better Eldrazi in the following turns. But trading here opens up my options a little bit. Specifically, it means that now if I want, I can take a line that's more like chump and find a Drowner or something. But it still might be better to just find a Mimic. But we'll see what I draw. Nothing relevant. Now I have to decide. Don't really want to chump with Reality Smasher. I think I do the Mimic line. So now I jump with Mimic, and if my opponent doesn't do anything, then I can attack with Reality Smasher and find a Sky Spawner. Or that could happen. Does that change anything? I can play this and double block an eye for anything. Don't know that that's better. Contortion the Sky Spawner. So if I attack, I die to a removal spell. I think I'm winning a long game, and I can afford to play cautious actually at this point. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. So now I can play this. And metamorph. Copy the sower. I can play this. And then I can attack with the Reality Smasher, putting my opponent to 10. And then I can use the Displacer to tap my opponent's Eldrazi, and then I'm threatening lethal. And because because I have 6 mana up, if my opponent tries to kill the Displacer, I can displace the Oblivion Sower and copy Displacer and then displace the Displacer if I want. The problem is that that taps everything. So while it's very cute, it might not be right. I think I have to just let it die, unfortunately. But I do think I attack with the Sower, or with the Smasher. Now that my opponent's empty-handed. And this doesn't die to Spatial Contortion or Dismember. My opponent's still 1 mana short of even activating the Eye. Oh, well, let's see if I win. Tap the Oblivion Sower and attack for 10. Alright, well, that was all kind of weird. Anyway, the Semi-Mirror, I'm going to bring in some Rifts. And cut some Mimics. And I think I'm just going to leave it at that. Could bring in a Stony Silence. My opponent showed Map. Might have other things. But it's probably not worth it. Keep this. Spells are good. Have a temple. Have mana to cast all my stuff. Probably not going to want to path anything, but just in case. I think it's more likely that I want to path. I guess it's super unlikely that I path something this turn. I guess if my opponent thought knots, I might path it. Yeah, I'd probably path a Thought Knot, which I think makes it better to play Plains than Temple in case I just run like Temple Eye and cast Oblivion Sower. But now I have to play Temple in case I draw another thing, and then I can play Reality Smasher. Oh, this is cute. My opponent can't actually activate these expedition maps with the current lands, and might just not have another. Yeah, So this is what I was talking about, where I'm just going to path this. Although it does unlock these maps, I think it's still worth it. Likely has to Thought Knot here, since it's the one I can cast next turn. And the opponent would have to have a very robust hand to just take a hit from a Thought Knot, or to just take a trigger from a Thought Knot. Yep. Probably right to just Ghost Quarter this right now, especially since I have Plains and Island. Yeah, definitely right to just Ghost Quarter it now if my opponent has any suspicion about my deck list. I feel like I'm probably just going to lose to Ulamog this game. Alright. Well, that Hollowed Fountain means that all of my Flooded Strands are off now. Alright, Ghost Quarter's still not happening. Maybe my opponent figures I have enough lands and it's important to save Ghost Quarter for my Eye-Vugan. Got a temple. Right, well, now my opponent has a ton of lands and I. So I imagine I'm going to lose, but not getting better. If I get obnoxiously lucky with Oblivion Sour, this double Cyclonic Rift situation might be able to save me still. I mean, assuming I don't get Ghost Quartered and then get obnoxiously lucky with Oblivion Sour. You'd think when my opponent has this many lands, they would figure out that it's probably time to start going after mine. Yep, that'll do it. I can play I, but I can't win from here. I wonder if I need Mimic, because my opponent's deck is much more powerful than mine eventually. No, I think I still like my other cards more. No lands that tap for 2 and a bunch of expensive cards. Just a horrible hand. I have to keep bottom this, try to find some business. So far, so good. Alright, disappointing, but I'll take it. No reason to path in response. I would like to get my card now. I'm just going to play the island. No reason to expose Ivu can do a Ghost Quarter at this point. this is going to be a problem. It is kind of amazing how close to dead my opponent is, considering I've had more or less no action. And it's actually not that bad for me. I dies, the Flooded Strand doesn't really do anything. Sweet. Big money. A temple. That's fine. Oh. Maybe I should have played my eye there. Maybe I just didn't play land. If I draw a land, I'd definitely want to have both in play. No, well, that's not good. So now I need to draw Drowner of Hope. So I have to chump Ulamog, sacrifice to activate Eye, find Drowner, and go from there. Just hope that Ulamog doesn't somehow remove all of my Drowners. Does, I have to get Displacer and use that to tap the threats. Drowner's probably a better way to do it, given the option. It's not great for me. I'm getting worse. No, it's not clear that, I mean, now Drowner by itself is definitely not enough. Oh, wow. Alright, that was impressive. So now I just jump here and straight die. Alright, that was a very good draw.